right, Vikrant, before you take that to Boria, let's also tell you the ICC said it will appoint a judicial commissioner who will hold a hearing as soon as possible before announcing a decision on Anderson's fate. The hearing date will be scheduled between the second and the third test. Now, Vikrant, what bearing do you see this development having on the game that is underway?
Well, if the incidents happen in this series, the bearing should also be for the series. Boria said that it might happen during the fourth test match, but if it happens between the second and the third test match, and if Anderson is guilty, he should be banned in this series. It's not as if the British press goes out and says, oh, this is a strategy by the Indians, and then if Anderson is banned, he'd be banned for a later series. No, he should be banned within the series. The judicial commissioner will have a large enough role, Viral. I'm sure he's going to talk to the match referee. He is going to talk to the two captains, the coaches, the managers, the support staff, the ground staff. This is a serious case. This is a very serious case, and physically assaulting or pushing a player cannot go unpunished.
Right, Boria, we understand now, even as Vikrant pointed out, that it all boils down to really whether there was the physical act of pushing Ravindra Jadeja. Now, Judicial Commissioner will be hearing the case as soon as possible before announcing a decision on Anderson's fate, and the hearing date will be scheduled between the second and the third test. And whatever accounts that we've heard really have been from the Team India side. Have you seen any reports of any accounts from any of the English players, or have they all been told to really stay silent on this issue as it is under consideration?
Give me 60 seconds to answer that. I mean, first point that Vikrant made, he's absolutely right. This will be in this series. If punishment is meted out, it will be in this series. That's what I said. The British press is apprehending that James Anderson might be banned from tests 4 and 5, which is Old Trafford, which is his home ground in Manchester, and the Oval in London. So he will be taken out of the equation for tests 4 and 5 if he is found guilty. If that happens, England is half done, because they are overwhelmingly dependent on James Anderson, which is why they are so alarmed by this entire development. I can confirm to you that James Anderson was at Lord's around 1:30 p.m. yesterday afternoon when I was also there. He was looking at the pitch. He did not bowl because he has been asked to take rest after his workload in Trent Bridge, but he was very much there at Lord's around 1:30, which is when, you know, this incident was gradually starting to brew. It was around 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. India, 3:34 p.m. here local time when all of this unfolded. So he was there, but not much talk from them. All I can tell you is the entire British Cricket Board, ECB, England and Wales Cricket Board, is backing James Anderson to the hilt. They have said this is a minor incident. Even went ahead and issued a press release calling it a racial incident, which is not the case. It's a case of physical assault. And as Vikrant said, even if you touch a player, just imagine the FIFA World Cup. Imagine what happened when that headbutt happened. It was not even a headbutt. It was a body touch, and the player was shown a red card and was suspended for 1 game. So this is across the norm for international sport, right? It is not only cricket more, because it's the gentleman's game. If there has been physical body contact, which is the case here, because the Indians are absolutely determined and sure that there has been physical contact. Ravichandran Ashwin, Gautam Gambhir, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Duncan Fletcher would not lie. And if they don't lie, then James Anderson is guilty. And if he is guilty of physical body contact, he has to face a ban. And that ban will be, as Vikrant said, for this series, in all probability for tests 4 and 5.
Absolutely. He's the closest, really, Boria, as you said, a true cricket fan can come to feeling patriotic about these issues.